New charges are filed against the couple accused of killing and sexually assaulting a St. Johnsbury teacher last winter.
When Melissa Jenkins disappeared on a Sunday night in March of 2012, the St. Johnsbury community was rocked when they learned she'd been killed.
Melissa Jenkins, a school teacher and basketball coach from Vermont, went missing in March 2012. She was found within 24 hours, but the discovery exposed a disturbing crime committed by two individuals who claimed to be her friends. Here are the details. Melissa Jenkins, a beloved 33-year-old single mother, was highly regarded in her community for her kindness and dedication. She worked as a science teacher at St. Johnsbury Academy in Vermont, where her students adored her. Melissa also coached the school's basketball team, providing her students with both education and extracurricular support. Despite being a devoted teacher and coach, Melissa was also a loving mother to her 2-year-old son, for whom she worked multiple jobs. However, on March 25, 2012, Melissa disappeared, causing great concern among her friends and ex-boyfriend who reported her missing to the authorities. The disappearance. On March 25, 2012, Melissa's boyfriend contacted the police to report her disappearance. According to him, Melissa had received a call from friends in need of help with car troubles, but she never contacted him again. He grew alarmed when he found her car abandoned on Goss Hollow Road, a route she would normally take. The car was still running, and to his horror, Melissa's son was left alone in the back seat. Police arrived promptly and discovered signs of a struggle near the car, including shoe prints, scrapes, and an unfamiliar baseball hat. They also found Melissa's damaged cell phone nearby. Despite the lack of substantial evidence, investigators diligently gathered information and learned that Melissa's 2-year-old son had witnessed the incident and was willing to provide crucial details to the police. The investigation. Detectives initially suspected Melissa's boyfriend in the case, as is common in missing person investigations. The boyfriend provided inconsistent statements during police interviews. According to Melissa's brother, the boyfriend desired a serious relationship, but Melissa wasn't as committed. She wanted to keep things casual or end the relationship altogether. Her brother believed the boyfriend pressured Melissa despite her reservations. However, when questioned by the police, the boyfriend denied these claims, accusing the brother of lying or being misinformed. He insisted that he respected Melissa's decision to take things slow to verify his alibi. Investigators took a mold of his boots and compared them to the boot prints found at the crime scene. The boots did not match, leading the police to release him from suspicion. The next day, detectives enlisted the assistance of a specialized child interviewer to speak with Melissa's 2-year-old son. The child provided valuable information about the night his mother disappeared. He revealed that 2 people had attacked his mother, and when asked what happened to her, he gestured by grabbing his own neck and said, "Mommy cried." Catching the criminals. After Melissa's son provided the chilling confession, the focus shifted to the father of her son as a person of interest. It's important to note that Melissa's boyfriend, who discovered her car, was not the father. The father lived 80 miles away in Burlington and had a solid alibi, quickly eliminating him as a suspect. This brought the investigation back to St. Johnsbury. Police thoroughly searched Melissa's home, but found no signs of a struggle or anything out of place. They seemed to have hit a dead end. However, they noticed a recent business card for a snowplowing business owned by Alan and Patricia Prude. Uncertain if the card was significant, they believed the owners might have relevant information if they were present before the crime occurred. At this point, police strongly suspected that Melissa had lost her life.
When Melissa Jenkins disappeared on a Sunday night in March of 2012, the St. Johnsbury community was rocked when they learned she'd been killed.
They kept all possibilities open, but prepared for the worst, as evidence indicated that her captors had no intention of keeping her alive for long. Exhaustive searches for incriminating evidence in potential disposal areas yielded no results, including local rest stops and ditches. At around 24 hours into the investigation, a tip led investigators to a suspicious object in the water at a local fishing spot. They discovered it was Melissa's body.
It says when Jenkins arrived to assist him and his wife, she was attacked and strangled to death, and a day later her body was found in the Connecticut River. Jenkins' aunt says she believes all signs pointed to this suspect's involvement.
Submerged and secured with cinder blocks and rope, a scuba team was called to retrieve evidence without major damage, despite the freezing waters. Details and photos of the scene have been withheld, but officers disclosed that Melissa was found face down, secured with cinder blocks and rope, and partially concealed with sticks and brush. The haphazard attempt to hide her suggested that the criminals were unprepared for the crime. No clothing or substantial evidence leading to the suspects was discovered at the scene. Upon retrieving Melissa's body from the water, the police made a shocking discovery that deeply disturbed them. A crime of passion. During the examination of Melissa's remains, the police discovered numerous bruises and severe wounds indicating recent use of a stun gun. However, what surprised them was the evidence showing that Melissa had been killed with bare hands, suggesting an up-close and personal attack inconsistent with previous evidence. To trace Melissa's last steps, the investigators checked her phone records and found a call from a prepaid burner phone made that evening. Further investigation led them to a store in New Hampshire, where the phone was purchased. The store manager revealed that the phone was bought with a check signed by Patricia Prue, the same name on the business card found at Melissa's home. The police intended to bring the Prue couple for questioning, but to their surprise, the couple showed up voluntarily at the police station. During the conversation, Patricia initially claimed identity theft by her ex-husband, but eventually admitted to knowing Melissa and being friends with her. However, Melissa had distanced herself from the Prue couple due to Alan's inappropriate behavior. Alan had developed romantic feelings for Melissa, who rejected his advances and ended their business arrangement. The Prues were released from the police station, but placed under secret surveillance as they appeared suspicious, although there was no concrete evidence against them yet. Investigators eventually obtained CCTV footage from the store where the burner phone was bought, showing Alan and Patricia together. Alan mentioned visiting a drive-thru restaurant that evening, leading police to obtain restaurant footage. Shockingly, the CCTV footage revealed Alan wearing the same hat found near Melissa's car at the crime scene. The couple was brought in for separate questioning. Patricia denied any involvement, despite the evidence. Under pressure, Alan confessed and provided details of the events that took place that evening.
Here, I did it. I don't know why I did it. I have no idea. Something was wrong with me that night. I have no clue. I didn't feel myself. I did not feel like myself that night. Very, very strange. I don't know. I've never felt the feeling in my life before, and I ain't felt it since. I have no idea what happened. I don't know why it happened. I did it myself. I did it myself. My wife had nothing to do with it.
Alan disclosed that his wife, Patricia, was bisexual and struggled with monogamy. They had agreed to find another partner, and Alan specifically targeted Melissa. They devised a plan to fake car troubles and call Melissa for assistance. The initial intention was to seduce Melissa, but the situation escalated rapidly. Alan attacked Melissa but failed to complete the act. Patricia intervened, and together they placed Melissa in the back of their car, unaware that Melissa's son was present. The crime was not premeditated, and both Alan and Patricia claimed they did not plan to take Melissa's life. During their court proceedings and subsequent interrogations, Alan consistently blamed Patricia for Melissa's murder, admitting his own loss of control, but denying responsibility for her death. However, both Alan and Patricia were found guilty by a jury and sentenced to life in prison. They've appealed their sentences, but without success. In the years following the crime, they've continued to shift blame onto each other. While the true mastermind remains unknown, Melissa's family can now begin their journey toward closure, knowing that both Alan and Patricia will likely spend the rest of their lives behind bars. Thank you for watching this true crime episode. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.